These waters between Taiwan and China could face a sea change as US President Donald Trump comes into office. He's vowed to quickly end the war in Ukraine, and how he makes good on that promise is being closely watched some 8,000 kilometers away in Taiwan.
If Ukraine will be defeated by Russia, then it will encourage China, of course, to do the same thing.
Taipei may see any abrupt change in help for Ukraine as a signal for how the Trump administration would react to a crisis in Taiwan.
We need to understand that the Trump administration may have a more stronger measures to push Taiwan to accommodate the American interests.
On the campaign trail, Trump said that Taipei needed to ramp up military spending, pay the U.S. for defending it against China, and threaten tariffs.
Taiwan took, smart, brilliant. They took our business away. We should have stopped them.
And this is what all the fuss is about. Here in Hsinchu, which is known as Taiwan's Silicon Valley, semiconductor production is a gilded industry. Taiwan makes up to 60% of total global chip production and also produces 90% of the world's most advanced semiconductors. But it's that foothold that's caught the attention of Donald Trump, who said that he wants Taiwan to relocate more of its production to the United States. These chips fuel everything from smartphones to washing machines, and are the lifeblood of the data centers powering the global AI boom. Some Taiwanese chip companies are already shifting more manufacturing to US plants ahead of Trump's return. That, and threats of tariffs, are leaving some here anxious about jobs.
目前是比较不好的，对，就是目前的经济趋势看起来是比较不好的。
All this comes as China's military has stepped up activity near Taiwan. Despite no formal diplomatic ties to Taipei, Washington has been committed to its defense for decades. And American leaders are now increasingly concerned that China is preparing for an invasion in the coming years, as it continues to claim Taiwan as its own.
两岸同胞一家亲，谁也无法隔断我们的血脉亲情。
Beyond the human toll, the economic costs of a war, or even a blockade, would be enormous. Around 1/5 of the world's seaborne trade transits the Taiwan Strait, and one 2022 study predicted that a blockade of the island would cost the world at least $2 trillion in lost economic activity, including major disruptions in the flow of microchips. Taiwanese officials say China's military has increasingly rehearsed tactics to cut off the island digitally and physically.
Because together with Donald Trump,
But the China hawks nominated by Trump for his cabinet, such as Senator Marco Rubio as Secretary of State and Representative Mike Waltz as National Security Advisor, have sparked hope that the U.S. won't abandon Taiwan.
And those officials he nominated cautiously optimistic for the next 4 years.
With the stakes rising, Taiwanese leaders will keep watching how the new administration approaches the war in Ukraine. For Taipei, what happens there isn't only a bellwether for what to expect from Washington, but also for the risks that China is willing to take.